Alright, hello everybody. Yo, Ihara, thank you so much for the raid, man. Drink water now, what's up, man? Yasin, Josh, Maxim, Disastrous, Prince Bang Bang, Irgundir. Welcome everybody, welcome. Today we're gonna be doing some commander pair mathematics, like we did when the Ragnar Prime came in. But before that, let me quickly finish sending some farmers on my farm accounts. This should not take long. End of existence, what's up, man? Kita. What's up, welcome everybody. How are you guys doing today? Just a moment, everybody. I was just in the process of taking care of my farm accounts. Almost done. 4 more farm accounts left. So excited about Bai Qi. BBQ. Oh man, that's actually a really nice nickname. BQ is gonna do some BBQ on the open field, right? Is he gonna cook? So today I wanted to check out the rage cycle and probably calculate how the skill cycle is gonna go. And what would be the equipment suggestions based on the calculations? And after we finish this commander pair mathematics, I will be doing a video talking about the result. But today we're just gonna chill, man. We're just gonna discuss Bai Qi because Bai Qi is right around the corner. He's coming out next week. But I should not neglect my farm accounts though. Give me a moment, everybody. Almost 3k subs, yeah man. I mean, not man, but yeah, Ihara. We're almost 3k subs. I mean, our channel growth has been phenomenal. It's been like, we're growing so fast. And the content that I deliver, especially with the, data and mathematical aspect, I think it's really, I like that content, and people, you guys are also liking that content. I mean, if you really think about it, like Rise of Kingdoms is like a kind of like a strategic long-term planning game, and you gotta do the correct investment, right? Otherwise, if you don't make a correct investment, it's gonna end up wasting your time and energy, and like crafting, for example, one piece of material or investing your golden heads into wrong commander. It's not gonna be easy to recover from a wrong investment, which is why we do this. We do this, man. We are maximizing our efficiency, maximizing our account growth, in order to stay highly competitive. Who doesn't like wrecking your opponents, right? Sure, what's up, man? Almost done, you guys. Almost done. give me a second. I think my stuff is a little bit messed up. There you go. Now it's a perfect resolution. Bai Qi LC all the way up, yes. So Bai Qi LC is going to be the main pairing. It's gonna do the job, man. Man, both commander has freaking 5 target AoE. Oh my god. So the very first thing, I mean, I'm sure you guys know, you guys were in the live stream, right? The very first thing that I saw the Bai Qi 5 target AoE, I was like, oh man, archers, oh man, where you are, archers. That's what we thought. That's what I thought. I mean, frankly speaking, like right now, what I'm feeling is that instead of getting impressed by Bai Qi, I'm kind of like puzzled by what archers will be doing. Hey, who left this? Half farmed. Okay, everything is set. I'll ask to account. Wait, they can search level 8 nodes this way? Yes, man. Wait, were you searching it manually all this time? Hey bro, have you done mathematics on the wheel? Are you referring the Wheel of Fortune? I haven't like 100% done it, but previously I did calculate the value of the golden sculptures from the wheel, and I don't remember the number, man, but it was like around like 800 gems per golden head, or was it like 900? It was around that. Wheel of Fortune was a decent value. A better value was Card King, but I don't think that event happens anymore now, right? It only happens for younger KDs, but the Card King is no longer available for us. I haven't seen that event. And also the better gem value golden head event seems to be the event just happened, the team draw. That seemed pretty decent value. I think it was like 600 gems or 650 gems per golden head. I haven't like done the math just like I done it with the materials and blueprints. It was like kind of like as Chisco says, a napkin math, right? Okay, collect all these collectibles. Send out the farmers. Look at this, man. They saw me. Alright, everything is done. Anything clickable here or nope? Let's go to the last account. Bai Qi is coming next week. Yes, man. Bai Qi is coming next week, and quite excited about Bai Qi. Really excited about Bai Qi. I think I'm gonna be benching my Alex for Bai Qi. But if there's any chance that I'm gonna be doing like cheeseburgering, of course LC is, I mean, Alex is going back. Did I just say benching LC? I meant to say benching Alex, not bench my LC. So bench my Alex and run Bai Qi LC on open field. And one thing that I'm thinking about Bai Qi is that he's a really good commander at only 5511. He seems really good commander with a very low investment. He's one of those commanders, man. You don't need to invest too many golden heads, and he is gonna be doing just fine. If you expertise him, I feel like he's gonna be a monster in duel situations and also Sunset Canyon. If you expertise him and put him with Constantine, he's just gonna wreck Sunset Canyon. Very good offlaner or very good tank march. However, the expertise skill, you know, is not gonna be like too impactful on open field. Okay, are we done? I think we're done. Let's log into my main account. All right. Let's see. Bilict, don't you also think Bai Qi LC have the same voice actor? I really haven't heard the voice. Hey, let's actually check that out. Give me a second. Customization. Let's hide this and increase the volume.
盖有非常之功，必待非常之人。胜而不骄，乃长久之道。兵者，国之重器，不可轻动。胜而不骄，乃长久之道。朕不变更制度，后世无法。 不出师征伐，天下不安。兵者，国之重器，不可轻动。
They do sound similar, but I don't think it's necessarily like the same actor. Or it could be same actor, but he's just changing his voice, right? All right, let me share my superb sheet where all the answers reside. Is this it? There we go. So previously we already done like Ragnar plus Scipio mathematics, and we calculated the equipment, so we're gonna be doing the same, as well as we're also gonna take a look into the Rage engine. Let me make a new sheet. New sheet. Commander pair mathematics. Commander pair math BQ. Now where is my man, my workspace has a couple of dozen of sheet, and I'm starting to like lose track of where everything is, man. It's just too many sheets. Under pair mathematics. There we go. Let me pull this here. Let's resume the music. Where did I... Okay, so I already calculated the rage engine. Here's the Bai Qi, but we don't really need to see him. Okay, this is good. Let's do this. Rage engine simulation. Did we find like the crit horn was making difference or no? Let us check out the rage engine, man. We have all the time in the world. Let's just enjoy the calculation and find the answers. So after the rage engine, oops. So we have William Wallace Bai Qi, BQ+LC, Bai Qi Philip. I'm not gonna go into Bai Qi Philip territory. Today we're just gonna keep things a little bit simple. I just wanna calculate two instances. Bai Qi William Wallace with Bai Qi or Bai Qi William Wallace, either gonna work. And the second option is gonna be Bai Qi with LC. I think these two are gonna be one of the most common pairings. Yes, if you have Philip, most likely you are gonna have like pair Philip with LC and then William Wallace with Bai Qi, right? Yeah, that's most gonna happen, most likely. Here it's gonna be equipment calculation. And the thing with the equipment calculation that we do, let me delete this is extra. We are, coming up with the equipment combinations that everybody can use. So we can have a suggestion that, hey, if you have this equipment, you can use this and it's gonna perform something like this. The best equipment is gonna be this, and we're gonna rank stuff. Can I copy this entire thing here? There you go. Oh, so I did have the rage engine here, so I will not use this. Let me delete. Select this. Just a second, guys. Let me set up everything. Oh man, 75 people are watching. You guys really like the math content, don't you, man? So we do have 6 equipment combination. Where's the 4 set piece? What is this? Wow, wait a second. So the this is isn't that man, we have so many equipment options. What the hell? Gotta consider them everything. We might something interesting. So this is the last. This is 4 set. Okay, skill damage. Nope, don't need that. Okay, I think we're set, man. Gotta calculate all these equipments. Wait a second. Equipment calculation. Let's start with Bai Qi and LC. Yes, let's start with Bai Qi and LC. And then we gotta do this second time for Bai Qi plus Wallace. Please don't tell me I gotta... Oh man, Hello? Why this comparison is comparing for itself? Well, let me read the chat. I've been yapping with myself so much. Did I miss anything, or it's still gathering ingredient stage? Yo, Emir, what's up, man? We are gathering ingredients. We are gonna soon start cooking. By the way, Emir is also one of the Rise of Kingdoms content creator. I don't have... Do I have the shoutout set? Let me check. I don't think so, man. Okay, here's the shout out. Go check Emir out, man. I gotta set up the bots. Can I do this? Oh, hell yeah, man. There we go. Okay. Everything is set. Alright, now let me read the chat. It's my first time coming on to the stream. I'm here for the man. Hey, welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. It seems like Ragnar Scipio is gonna get benched in 9 months for sure. Or people are gonna start running 3 infantry marches. That's definitely an option. See, you guys, so since you guys are here, let me tell you my like a future. I guess it's not like a prediction, but my take on the future meta in like 1 or 2 years, right? It's right around the corner, not yet, but maybe in 1 year or in 2 years. So what's gonna happen on open field is now we have a commander, two commanders that has a smite talent tree. And as we know, let me go here. So this is gonna be very important meta information right here, okay? This is what I think. So smite talent tree, where is it? Yeah, so smite talent tree has this, fight or flight. Whenever this troop deals any type of smite damage, all troops hit by, you know, the damage loses rage, 45 rage. So now we have two commanders with smite talent tree. William Wallace, after all, might not get benched too soon, I think. Okay, so for those who have William Wallace, I think William Wallace is still gonna be here. Because this is my own take, okay? What's gonna happen in future in 1 or 2 years is that the rage reduction on open field is gonna become meta. So I think players are gonna start running commanders that has this rage reduction. Of course, there's other commanders that reduces rage, but you know, William Wallace, for example, he does damage, right? He does damage. He's not a support march, or he's not a crowd control march. He does damage. He fights, and also he takes advantage of this talent. So Bai Qi also having the smite talent tree. If you separate William Wallace and Bai Qi and have two march with smite talent tree, now two of your march is starting to reduce the enemy rage. On top of that, we also have the Arthur. Arthur combo talent tree doesn't do that, but Arthur does have rage reduction effect, right? So if in future, okay, this is very dangerous. It might be a very dangerous meta. You guys need to watch out, okay? I'm also kind of planning or thinking about how I can prepare for that. So just think about it. In future, if they release another commander that also has a smite talent tree, now you have 4 primary commander that is reducing the rage. And as we know, crowd control effect, for example, like this rage reduction. This is considered as CC, right? Crowd control. Crowd control effects in PvP scenario is broken. So yeah, so in future that might become a meta. In fact, I might go for that. I might actually prepare my account for that meta. So what I'm thinking is that build all of my marches. Everybody is gonna do the damage, right? Not support march. I'm not gonna build a support march, but everybody is gonna be doing damage and reducing the rage, and I'm gonna have this horn and plus drums build. Like every march of mine is gonna have this. Because as we know, with the rage simulation and everything, we proved over and over again that casting your skill faster is just overpowered on open field, right? So rage is very important on open field. So this is kind of like my thinking process. Is this gonna be reality? I'm not 100% sure, but I am almost there. I'm almost 90+% sure that this meta change could happen. People might straight up start running full infantry marches, one troop type. Very scary stuff right here, man. Very scary stuff. Imagine you're getting hit and you're not casting your skill at all. How scary is that? You're basically useless on open field, right? If someone is reducing your rage. Very dangerous stuff right there. What do you guys think? Failure Prime has rage reduction too. Yes. Yeah, so there are commanders have rage reductions. So here we are, like, now there's like commanders. We have more options that has reducing the rage, right? It's very dangerous. Like if someone stacks all those commanders and mix up his or her open field marches with those type of commanders, or you know, just like this smite talent tree commanders. Oh boy, man, oh boy, things are looking kind of dangerous. Would horn drums become the meta because of the rage reduction? I think horn and drums will be even more useful than the horn and ring combination. So because of the rage reduction stuff happening right now, the effectiveness of horn and ring is just gonna drop. I mean, effectiveness of ring is just you want to mitigate that by having as much rage generation as possible. So commanders like horn plus drums build, right? That's gonna become meta. And also within your open field marches, I feel like there has to be like one commander that is giving out the rage. For example, we have Joan Prime or William, the cavalry commander, right? So you gotta just try to optimize and gain as much rage as possible on open field. I think that might be the direction we are heading. We're just gonna get prepared for that. But this is like, how to say, we still do not know what the new generation of archer is gonna look like. So this is just speculation in terms of a future meta change in 1 or 2 years. So you guys just be prepared, right? Just keep that in mind. This might happen, okay? There might be like a very, very like strange mechanic, you know, archer commander is gonna come. I have no idea what it's gonna look like, but we'll see. And in Rise of Kingdoms, when you are, you know, playing Rise of Kingdoms, you gotta plan months ahead. You gotta plan months ahead. You gotta see the future, at least 1 year, right? That's how you make the best out of your investment. Anyway, let us go here. And I need to collect the BQ+LC. Okay, I do have the stats right here, the commander stats. I have everything ready, man. Where is my commander comparison sheet? How many sheet do I have? Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. I have 41 sheet. Ah, there we go. So it's becoming increasingly difficult for me to find the sheet that I wanna use. Alright, let me read the chat a bit. Newbie now should start making one troop type. By the way, guys, where was that? The new crystal tech, right? The new crystal tech also might shape the meta differently. So stay tuned, right, guys? If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend subscribing. My speculation is that the crystal tech might potentially change the equipment meta. Okay, It might not. There's like maybe like a 5% chance it's gonna change it, but I don't think it's gonna be too big of a impact. But we just gotta be ready for everything, right? So there is these future speculations and predictions that I've been thinking lately, and I'm trying to prepare my own account for that as well. Okay, so the reason why that I'm here is I wanna have the max stat. So Bai Qi is 40% attack, Liu Jie 20, which means 60% attack. Let's go here. So 60% attack. Every formula is already set, so I can just replace the numbers and calculate the impact of, like, for example, this particular equipment combination to the damage formula. Easy peasy. 20% defense, okay. % defense. We are doing Bai Qi and LC, okay. And 10% HP. So here I'm not considering the crystal tech, which it doesn't really matter because crystal tech is giving us attack, so it should be good. Yeah, there's like huge imbalance between HP and defense stat, man. Look at this. Like Bai Qi and LC, very, very imbalanced in stat. Very low HP. Very high defense. This is regarding this equipment set. Right, it's kind of like the old infantry meta. What am I comparing this? Okay, so it's comparing the old meta. This also comparing with the old meta. I'm just checking the formulas. Okay, good. Get this. Good, good, good. Now let's copy this. 60% attack, 20% defense, and 10% HP stat. And let's replace everything. So the numbers are gonna get changed. Easy. Already did the hard work. There you go. So with the leadership, our HP is still very low, man. It's still very, very low. The best civilization seems to be Greece. Second best is not Viking, but it seemed to be France in this case. Okay, let me read the chat. I've been yapping with myself so much. By the way, can I use Bai Qi with CM like a potato march? Yes, you can. But it's not gonna be the best march. But yeah, you can. Oh yeah, the wait, who's Chiok. The new commander is Takugawa. Yeah, Tokugawa Ieyasu, right? He's single target. The French special troop has more HP. Yes, French special troop has more HP. Oh, guys! By the way, let me give you guys something really interesting information. Okay. So here, France has the highest base HP as a civilization. On the other hand, Rome has the highest defense base stat. And because of that, Rome is also a very viable option on open field. Actually, it's second best. Look at this. Oops, what did I just do? So if you guys can see here, the number that we have here is slightly like, maybe like 0.5% more than France. So technically, on open field, Rome is going to be the best civilization for Bai Qi and LC. If we are using this equipment, right? Technically. However, France just, because it's given us 3% HP on all troop types, it's gonna help your other troops as well. And the healing speed reduction is really nice as well. It's gonna save you tons of speed ups. But yo, look at this, man. Rome is up there, and Rome also has the march speed on the open field, right? Rome also actually the tankiest march. Very, very viable option, Rome. I think we just skipped the rage engine simulation. I gotta work on that first. Okay, so I gotta re-rank these equipments. So these ranks are just copy paste, okay? So we are just gonna re-rank this. So this is the current meta equipment that's being suggested. This is statistically optimized equipment. However, the horse set bonus, which is giving us the 10% march speed, is also a very viable option. So this one right here, I am using the like a set weapon with the set gloves instead of the KOK weapon and the sacred grips. This is called sacred grips, right? Not good at remembering the names. Yes, it is. This, however, is already performing a little bit worse than this. So this equipment is still better. Let's go down. Okay, here I see another red number. Here I tried to take advantage of the leadership gloves. Leadership gloves is only glow that is giving you 3% base stats. Let me go here. So all these other legendary glows is giving you base attack, right? This is giving us base attack, base attack, base attack. This is siege, so let's not count that. Base attack, base attack. But if we click here, base defense. So what my idea was, because infantry unit has tremendous amount of defense percentage stats, maybe if we increase the base defense value, it's gonna impact the overall damage formula better. Let's see. But this is still performing a little bit worse than this. I currently recommend the rank 1 equipment. Here I'm also using the Shows boots, right? Most of you guys have crafted Shows boots. I know that. You have these boots laying around in your equipment repertoire. So we're just trying to make use of it, right? I mean, you can dismantle that, or like you can use this kind of combination. Okay, so here it's even more red numbers that I see. It's more tanky. Here the rank 4 equipment is I'm using the set boots with the set weapon to take advantage of the 2 set bonus, which is why this one is like 1% tankier than this. However, in return it's gonna do 1% less damage, a little bit over 1% less damage or trade potential. So this is tanky option, this right here. Oh man, bunch of red numbers. Oh yeah, this is the 4 set bonus. Okay. 4 set. Let me check here. Did I? So 12, 16, 4, 8, 16, 8. Okay. I was just rechecking the math. So the 4 set bonus is not doing too great. It's all red numbers, but I think this 4 set might be very viable option for Bai Qi and LC as well. Because Bai Qi and LC is actually 10% slower than LC Alex. So if you are using this equipment, right? If you're using this equipment on Bai Qi LC, then it means that your Bai Qi LC is gonna be the slowest march on open field, slower than your archer march. Most of the cases. So this 4 set bonus is also very, very viable and tempting option. I might actually use this on my Bai Qi LC. What am I using here? It's Eternal Night. So I'm using Eternal Night. Yeah, so guys, look at this. Here's another very interesting point, okay? So if you are using a 4 set piece for the 10% movement speed, your pants should be leadership pants instead of Eternal Night. Because you are just gonna have a little bit more impact on damage from a lot. The leadership pants is gonna give you 0.5% more trade potential. Okay? So Eternal Night is almost bye-bye in this case. And I know it hurts. Everybody has Eternal Night, but yeah, the best option is actually leadership pants. So if you haven't invested into Eternal Night, yep, leadership pants is way to go if you are using the 10% movement speed 4 set bonus. But if you already have like crit Eternal Night and everything, it's not the end of the world, guys. So don't worry if you already have Eternal Night, like crit and everything. No need to worry about. It's still usable. Not the end of the world. It's only 0.5% trade potential difference. No need to like dismantle your already crit Eternal Night for 0.5% little bit more trade potential, right? So don't worry, guys, nothing to worry about. Okay, so what am I using here? I'm using, oh, this is just a random stuff. So 2 leadership, pants and boots. I guess this is kind of like a cheap option, and this is still working, man. Like there's no KVK helmet and weapon. Very cheap option. I could have used the secret groups. Why am I using the kit though? I think I was definitely cooking something. But here I'm using the chest piece for the set piece. These four are set, and then we are using the leadership. Is this good option compared to the other four set? Let me check. So let's check a France 1694. 3.3, 5.7. $3.6. This option right here is definitely. I think this is gonna be very usable in Ark of Osiris, but not in KKs, because you already have crystal tech. But again, we gotta consider the new crystal tech and redo this equipment mathematics. Again, there is like slight chance that, for example, this equipment combination right here, you guys see here, if we are gaining more like HP, you know, percentage stat from the crystal tech, this might very well be a new infantry meta equipment. There's a possibility here, man. There's a possibility. It's very less, but again, let's, you know, wait and see what happens with the crystal tech. Yo, Lambo coming up with 5 gifted. Thank you so much, man. Too many numbers, my brain hurts. Thank you so much, man. Always supporting the channel. Much love. Much love. By the way, if you guys do not know Lambo, he is always supporting the other content creators, and also he's a content creator. So if you do not know Lambo, check out his channel. He's an awesome, badass dude. Okay, let me read the check. I've been yapping on myself too much. What do you think about Bai Qi behind Gorgo for Garrison instead of Tokugawa? Okay, so there is one skill. Let's see. I'm not sure, man. Let's see. So Bai Qi is given 10% normal damage when attacking field troop. Alright, so this Malice stack is not really gonna work for Garrison, but you are already have 10% normal damage, which is gonna help with the counter damage. Troop on the map, this is gonna work because rally is considered troop on the map. Expertise skill is not too helpful because it's only 6 seconds. Rally Garrison can continue for minutes, hours, so this skill is just gonna be useless. And we don't have much of a stat. I mean, 40% attack is nice. Gorgo Bai Qi, I guess we just gotta test that, man. Chat, if you're listening, guys, we gotta ask chat to do the testing. Chat is the one who can answer that question. In the Rally Garrison situation, the true answer will be found by doing simulation testing. That's only gonna be the accurate way. Here I'm using 6 set and it's tremendously non-tanky, very squishy. So this equipment is not recommended at all. What am I using here? Okay, so I'm using the 4 set piece and then KKs. Very, very squishy. So, okay, so I did consider a bunch of scenarios. There's no Garrison that survives 1029 Swarm. Yep. Hashtag Swarm everything, right, Lambo? Hospital bill may be expensive, but it's about the burn more than the bill. Yes. True that. Objective is important. Is it worth keeping the complete leadership set, or would you advise me to scrap the helmet, weapon and breastplate to make 6th March, most likely archer? No man, just keep your leadership set for now. We gotta watch what's gonna be the next archer. Currently archers are in a little bit bad spot, so let's wait on that investment, man. We gotta wait. And crafting like normal equipment is cheap, right? It's not like crafting accessories. Accessories are the most expensive. So crafting another helmet, another weapon, and another chest is not that bad. I can also give you a number. Give me a second. Here in the stream, all we speak is numbers. So this is 90. This is 60, so 150. 210. Total 210 materials. Bro, 210 materials, it's only gonna take you like maybe 5 months. If you're FTP, it's gonna take a little bit more, but 5 or 6 months, man. So 5 or 6 months time, it is perfect time. So let's wait for the next archer release, which is gonna happen. Let me check the schedule. Yeah, Q3. We are expecting archers on the 3rd quarter, which is in, yeah, another 4 months, right? So you have 4 months of time until the next archer release. Until that time, you can collect your materials and just start preparing. Thank you very much. Not a problem, man. All right, let me read a little bit chat. CJ, the old commander, they're changing him to KUK2 commander and make him smite. Oh, that is true, man. That is definitely true. CJ, what was the question? I'm scrolling back up. Wait, Scorpio asks something crazy question. Would BQ or William Wallace with Gorgo secondary be good for Phil? What does that math say? So my personal standing is I don't like Gorgo on open field. Gorgo is designed for Garrison, and if you're an open field player, you should be focusing on commanders purely for open field. For example, LC or Bai Qi, right? Gorgo, yes, there are some like implementation on open field, but you should not invest into commander that is not designed for the role. Unless you are Garrison leader, right? If you're Garrison leader, yes, you can use that combination because you are gonna be having expertise Gorgo anyways for garrisoning. But if you're open field player, I just don't recommend that. Gorgo adds health, right? Yes, Gorgo does add HP, but let's check out Gorgo, man. I like personally, I just don't like I said, if you are an open field player, investing into Gorgo to use her in open field is not a great decision. You can save up your golden sculptures and invest into commanders that is designed for open field, right? But again, if you are Garrison leader, yes, you can use Gorgo on open field with Bai Qi, because you already have expertise Gorgo. So that is the point. Gorgo does give you 30% HP. Now, if this commander is serving as a Garrison commander, right? So if she's serving Garrison commander, you are gaining the HP, but if she is on open field, you are not going to be gaining this. So what you are gaining is infantry attack and normal bonus, and you are going to be doing smite damage, which is a single target smite damage, and you are gaining some sort of boosts. Here, let's see. Whenever deals smite damage, 15% more normal damage. Mighty shield, nope, man. Gorgo, nope. I don't recommend Gorgo at all. I feel like Gorgo Bai Qi is just gonna be a little bit too squishy and a little bit too slow on open field. But again, can you run? Yes, of course, you can run. It's not gonna be the best march, but yes, you can run. Let me just double check Gorgo. Did I miss anything? Yeah, if this commander is serving as a Garrison commander, infantry units in the Garrison gain 15% HP. And whenever their launches basic attack, yes. I'll be back, guys. Grabbing myself some drink and restroom. Yeah, bit. I'm back. So what is the best equipment for the combination? We just did the BQ+LC. It seems like this equipment is still the best. This is making the most impact to the damage formula. And this is making you the most tanky, and you are gonna be doing the most good amount of trade. However, I just mentioned that the 10% movement speed set equipment could be very important. Okay, so this equipment is also very viable option. It's not as good as in trade wise in the previous equipment. It's not as good as this. It's like how many percent less? Yeah, it's around like 4% less. You're doing 4% less trade potential to the damage formula. However, you are gaining 10% movement speed, which you might need this. BQ+LC is gonna be the slowest march if you do not have the floor set bonus on open field. It's gonna be slower than your Archer March. Archer March means that Zhuge plus Herman, right? Or Zhuge plus Philip. By the way, does anyone run like Herman plus Philip? Herman plus Philip is that a viable option? Did you guys try running that? It seems like they are superbly fast open field march, right? I just realized that. Where's my Herman? Yeah, super fast field march. Not a great amount of AoE damage. They both have instant proc damage. Because Herman has support talent tree, and Philip has a chance to cast his skill double, your rage engine is pretty good. And you have 15% march speed on Herman, and Philip also has 15%, right? Let me check. Where's my Filippo? And yeah, 15%. And then if you put one march, you're gonna gain another 5% march speed. Man, they are quite fast actually. Super fast. Good march, but not enough damage. Very... yeah, very fast. Damage is a little bit eh. I mean, Zhuge Herman has only 15% march speed, so Bai Qi will be faster than Archer March. No, man. So, it seems like that, but archers have naturally higher base movement speed. I'm gonna explain here why. Nope. Let me show you. So here, infantry march, the march speed is 65 plus 25. This is coming from the, I guess it's coming from VIP and everything. So total you have 90 march speed, right? On infantry. However, if you take a look into the archers, you have 97, almost 100. So the base march speed is higher than infantry. So that means that archers need less bonus to catch up. I can demonstrate. So where's my Zhuge? Here's my Zhuge. And then in order to simulate the march speed on LC, Bai Qi, let's replace Alex with someone else. Who has 20% march speed? Guan? No, Guan has 15%. Scipio has out of territory, he has 25, so nope. Ragnar has 15. Where's that? Oh no, Ragnar even has like 10. Who has 20% march speed that we can like simulate? I don't have relic for Caesar. Who has 20%? William Wallace has 20. Yeah, William Wallace, but unfortunately I don't have William Wallace. Expertise Martel, but I exchanged my Expertise Martel with the Commander swap, so I don't have Martel. Akal has 15%. If I had double relic Caesar, that could have done, but I don't have relic on Caesar. %, extra march speed while outside territory. Okay, I guess we can just like try demonstrate like this, okay? Let us have our march like on the same spot. A little bit here. There we go. Now let's run them like non-territory somewhere here. So if I click here, LC Scipio is gonna be 5% faster than LC Bai Qi, right? And let's see who's gonna be faster. So Zugulian is 7 minutes, and LC Scipio is like 10 seconds. No. Yeah, like 7 seconds faster. LC Scipio is 7 seconds faster than Zugulian. Zugulian is slightly slower here. But if we like pair Bai Qi instead of LC, you are gonna be losing 5% more march speed, right? Which is why most likely Bai Qi LC might be the slowest march on open field. However, in my case, my archer march is kind of like optimized towards march speed. I do have the leadership pants, which is giving me 2% archer march speed, and also I do have 2.2% march speed here. So if I don't have this, maybe it's gonna be equal. Yo, screw this, we can calculate that, easy peasy. Let's just do quick calculation here. Infantry, this is march speed, right? And then archer. Infantry base was 90, archer was 97. Infantry bonus 20 plus bonus. This is base, this is bonus. So Bai Qi plus LC, that's 40%. Herman is given 15%, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, 15%. And then I am getting 2% from the leadership, and then 2.2% from that. So my total is gonna be 19.2%. Let me check the talent first, real quick. From the talent, I'm also running this talent. So I'm getting the 6% march speed on Zugulian here. Which is why my archer march is quite fast, right? My archer march is optimized for movement speed. The 6% here, another 6%, so that's 12%. Is there any movement speed around here? Another 6%, so 18%. 9%. 27%. 30%. Wait, did I just count this correct? Okay, so 6%, 12%, 18, 27, 30. So from the talents alone, we are getting 30%. So in addition here, it's total gonna be 59.2%. There was movement speed here, right? In this my talent tree. Yes, so we are getting 6% movement speed here. Another 6% here, so 12. 18. 24. Let's say we are getting this, right? Yeah, 24. So it's gonna be total 64. Okay. Yep, Archer March is gonna be slightly faster. Oh man, can you guys see this? I just did a quick movement speed calculation. This is BQ plus LC. This is DL plus Herman. I guess this can be like, so if you don't have movement speed on your armament, I'm subtracting 2.2%, so 57%. Yeah, still a little bit faster. Okay, there we go. We have that answer. Okay, so what if I use the 10% set bonus? So it's gonna be 74%. Give me a second. I'm gonna do this separately. 4 set. It's gonna be 74. If I use 4 set bonus, 4 set is gonna be a little bit faster. In my case, oops. Yeah, in my case, I should use 4 set bonus. Otherwise, that march is gonna be very slow march. Okay, but we have the answer. Bai Qi LC is gonna be the slowest march. Unless you are using the 4 set piece. So there we go, that's the answer. Okay, let me read the chat a bit. Is BQ must expertise commander? How good are the Malice stacks? I don't think BQ is a must expertise commander. If you are a very high spender and if you have a lot of golden heads laying around, yes, expertising Bai Qi is gonna give you a little bit more. But personally, for example, I am just gonna make Bai Qi 5501 and that's it. I'm just gonna max out the 2 skill and leave the other 2, 3rd and 4th skill 1. Like the Malice stacks is going to do a little bit more damage, but I'm not sure if it's like worth the golden head investment. And especially on open field, we just have to see how things work. This needs time to build up, right? You need some time to build up the Malice stacks. But because you need time to build up the Malice stacks, your HP is gonna be lower anyways. So I feel like you start using the Malice stacks at around like 60% HP. And then 60% HP, you are gonna be doing less damage anyways. And also, I think you will lose your Malice stacks when you go out of combat. I'm not sure if you lose your stacks or not, but you should be losing your stacks, right? So if you lose your stacks by going out of combat, then again it's gonna recur another few times, you know, to build up the stacks. So I'm not really feeling the Malice stacks on open field. I'm not too sure. I might be wrong. Okay? But I'm not too sure. But one thing that I know is definitely Bai Qi at 5511 is superbly good. It's just too good. Very, very cheap investment, and you are already doing most of the damage on open field. Again, Bai Qi expertise right here is gonna be like super good on Canyon, and also in like duel situation, right? When you are dueling someone with Bai Qi is just gonna wreck. In fact, I think BQ+LC is gonna be the single best march for dueling. If you have your Bai Qi expertise. When you duel someone, when you are not going back and forth, and when you're just, you know, dueling someone non-stop, you're gonna take full advantage of this expertise skill, and then also this Malice stacks. So, like in that specific scenario, this expertise skill is gonna just be broken good. The reports are gonna look super good. However, on open field, I'm not feeling it, man. Did you add the 6% from the versatility tree to Zuga? Yes, I did. Ain't no one running those versatility talents. Yo, you gotta run the versatility talent, man, on Archer. That's the way to go. The Malice stacks do actual nothing in the open field. Yeah, that's my worry. The Malice stacks might not be too useful. Like, it takes time to build up, and then if you go out of combat, I feel like they just reset, right? Your Malice stacks are gonna get reset. So in that case, you are gonna be needing another time to build it up to actually start it running. Absolutely not, don't need gathering talents. But you do need the movement speed on archers. Okay, so we have done the calculation, equipment calculation with Bai Qi and LC. Now I want to quickly check the rage engine, and oh yeah, here we have this weird 20% bonus rage recovery speed. This is very weird. If its number of Malice stacks is higher than the target's percentage of the remaining troop, it spends this much stacks to deal this damage. And rage recovery speed for 1 second. How can I prove that this is not worth it? I think I have an idea. So Bai Qi+LC, let's count the Bai Qi+LC. %, rage. Wallace Bai Qi. Wow, the rage engine on Wallace Bai Qi is not the greatest, man. It's not the greatest. If this triggers 3 times, there's possible. Let's change this with 65. Nope, it doesn't go to 8 seconds, but in this case there's a potential that go to 8 seconds. Wallace Bai Qi rage engine is not the greatest. Am I missing anything? I'm just checking the talent. So we do have the, where is it? Ambitious here, and then also this Undying Fury. Reducing rage, okay. Alright, so Wallace Bai Qi rage engine sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Most likely you are gonna be casting your skill every 9 turns. It's not great. Bai Qi LC on the other hand, yo, wait a second, where's LC mathematics? Yeah, Lucia mathematics. Horn with horn. LC primary. Have this. There we go. I'm just putting LC primary just for comparison. So LC is actually getting upgrade in terms of rage engine because now Bai Qi can go primary as compared to LC. LC primary rage engine, the talent rage engine is worse than Bai Qi because LC you only gain 9 rage per turn with your basic attack with the Undying Fury, and the attack talent tree doesn't have a rage engine, right, when you're attacking. So it is definitely an upgrade for LC. Bai Qi LC is looking more and more nice. Crit Horn doesn't make a difference. 20% rage, this is very puzzling. Let's see, so 1 second cooldown, 20, let's say 20, or not 20, how many is, so this is 20, 22, 32,
welcome.
I don't think this 20% bonus rage recovery speed is gonna be enough to impact the rage engine. I don't think it's gonna be most of the time. Again, it's RNG, right, at the end of the day, but majority of the time this 20% rage recovery, as stated in the 3rd skill, is not gonna make too much of a big of a difference. So yeah, again, the 5511 Bai Qi, right? Bai Qi is just way to go, seems like. Let's delete this. However, this 20% rage gain speed might be helpful to Wallace Bai Qi case. So here, let's say we cast the Malice, and then here, yeah, if you cast only one, if you have only one turn chance to benefit from this rage recovery, then our skill cycle goes to 8 seconds. If we have crit horn, give me a second. Let's actually do this first. Okay. So Wallace Bai Qi is screaming to have crit horn. Okay. Wallace Bai Qi needs crit horn, and they could potentially benefit off of this 20% rage recovery. And that's gonna make them cast their skill every 8 turn. Okay. And LC primary usually casts his skill every 8 turn. On average. Alright, let me read the chat. I have been freaking yapping with myself. Yo, Suda, what's up, man? Welcome back. So Bai Qi Wallace is good. Yeah, Bai Qi Wallace is good. Bai Qi LC is better. I have level 5 boots on Liu, not Zugalian. Ah, I see. Ah, I see. So you have the boots. That makes sense, yeah. Also, the instrument on the pincer gives rage. Oh yeah, man, the Demolisher, we already done the pincer formation mathematic video here. And we dove deep into the mathematics as well. And here we also calculated the Wallace LC with arch formation and pincer formation, right? And the rage engine of Wallace and Bai Qi is exactly the same. So here, instead of Wallace, we can just replace this word with Bai Qi, and it's gonna be exactly the same. And if you have Demolisher, there's a potential chance that you are gonna be casting your skill every 6 seconds. Bai Qi LC. But for that to happen, you have to have crit horn. I already done the video on this. So yeah, Demolisher is just too good. Inscription, it's just godlike. Toppler and Demolisher, just godlike inscriptions. Way too good. Okay, so Rage Engine is done. Our equipment calculation is done. We pretty much know the answer. Let me go down here and now let's calculate Bai Qi plus Wallace. For that, we need to grab the stats. Bai Qi and Wallace. Wallace 30% attack. Bai Qi is 40% attack. Total 70% attack. Wow. 70% attack. 20% defense. And we do not have... No, 20% HP. And we do not have defense, right? Yes, we don't. So this section goes away. There we go. Let me copy these here and replace these. We're doing the same thing. Checking out the equipment. Oh my god, what is happening here? Oh, what is that? Let's put on some different music. Wait, why is this equipment is not better on Wallace Bai Qi? This old Eternal Night build is actually very viable all of a sudden. Wait, what's going on? Okay, you do, yes. But it's only on a grease case. Ah, this is because grease has a very high attack value. Okay, so grease, the base attack of grease is very high, and the bot commanders are given a lot of attack stats, so which is why we are getting this number. In KK, I think this equipment is still gonna be better. Hold on. Where's Japan? From, okay. France is second best, I see. This is very interesting, man. Yeah, all of a sudden the Eternal Night build on Wallace Bai Qi is not actually bad. Look at this. This one is also performing worse, even though we are tanky, but 1% worse. Yo, more red numbers. Surprise. It's not helping here. More red numbers. Tanky, but not there. This is 4 set. Hello? Where did my picture go? Oh, there you go. This is the 4 set for 10% movement speed. Yeah, Wallace Bai Qi might also need to use this. Let us check out the other options. Yeah, the Eternal Night build is looking good on Wallace Bai Qi combination. So here the leadership pants, right? So this is 4 set movement speed, but we're just using leadership pants. However, here we are using the same, but the pants is now Eternal Night. And this Eternal Night build for the 10% movement speed is performing better than the leadership pants on Wallace Bai Qi. Maybe around like 0.5%. So the rankings of these two are getting switched. This is gonna be rank 6 and this is gonna be rank 5. Okay. This is all red numbers. This is definitely not the case. Ouch, this one is looking horrible, horrendous. Way too much attack stat is being stacked here. This is also not good. Alright. Hey, we got some interesting find. Bai Qi Wallace. If you have Eternal Night in any of your infantry build, use that Eternal Night on Bai Qi Wallace. And choose whatever combination of equipments from here. But most likely, okay, so the 2 recommended is gonna be this one. So you are still having the leadership pants and boots. But these 2 options right here, right? this is the old meta. This is the new meta. However, this old meta and new meta, they are having almost exactly the same performance. So yeah, you can utilize and go with the old meta, and Bai Qi, William Wallace is gonna do just fine. However, if you are choosing to use the Forset bonus for the 10% march speed, I'm recommending this one. You again use the Eternal Knight, not the leadership pants. Use the Eternal Knight and I forgot the name. Hope Clock. Yeah, Hope Clock. What am I saying? Yeah, Hope Clock. For some reason I was like Milky or something, right? So Hope Clock, Eternal Knight, and then these four set. That's some interesting findings right there. Yeah, Hope Clock, yeah. I thought, like, for some reason I was like Milky Road, but that's the Milky Way is the archer, right? I was like, Milky Road? Is 10% Eternal Knight set is best, bro? 10% movement speed, bro. Yes. So my recommended build is gonna, I would suggest this. And again, it's just like Amtala mentioned right here. It's gonna depend on your other marches. Which one of your march is slowest, right? So you do wanna optimize the movement speed of your slowest march. And there is a very high chance that Bai Qi William Wallace or Bai Qi LC, these combinations are gonna be a little bit on the slower side. Currently we have LC running LC Alex, right? However, Alex is given 30% movement speed, so LC Alex, in terms of movement speed, they're being fine. But if you are replacing Alex and then you are using Bai Qi and LC, then you are gonna be 10% slower. So you might wanna use the Forset bonus. And in order to use the Forset bonus, this is the exact equipment that I'm recommending. So I feel like this is my #1 recommendation, even though it's rank 5 for the impact to the damage formula. And if you feel like the movement speed is not a problem in your case, right? In your case, then both these options are very viable. This is William Wallace LC William Wallace Bai Qi that we're talking about. So both these options are viable. But we have a different result on Bai Qi LC. We have a different result on Bai Qi LC right here. So on Bai Qi LC, this build is recommended for absolute maximum impact to the damage formula, so the leadership build, right? The Eternal Knight build is not recommended for Bai Qi LC because they're performing a little bit worse. However, my #1 build is still gonna be the Forset movement speed recommendation on Bai Qi LC as well. But this time the pants are different. So if you are using Bai Qi LC and Forset bonus, you should be using leadership pants if you have. Again, if you don't have leadership pants, the Eternal Knight is still gonna work, which is this. And you are gonna perform just tiny touch worse, but it's still gonna work. However, on William Wallace Bai Qi, right? Those two, this one is recommended. And the leadership is performing tiny touch worse. Okay, our equipment mathematic is done. A rage engine simulation. You need crit horn on Wallace Bai Qi. Okay, let me. Needs crit horn. Otherwise, the skill cycle is a little bit slower on Wallace Bai Qi combination. A Bai Qi LC case doesn't really matter. Rage engine is really good. Range engine, superb. Okay. Alright, let me read the chat, man. I've been again yapping with myself way too much. How about purple pants for infantry? Harrock humility is a very nice entry level, and like it is entry. If you have the materials, you should craft the legendary pants, right? Eternal Knight or leadership pants. Just because the legendary equipments are giving you extra base stats when you iconic them. So up until then, you can use Harrock humility. And then whenever you get enough material and blueprints, you just dismantle your Harrock humility, and you are going to be getting 100% of your materials back, right? Because you're just dismantling epic equipment. And then you craft Eternal Knight or leadership pants. Nice to see you live, by the way. Oh, thank you so much, man. Welcome back. Archer health. Milky Way. Yeah, Archer is Milky Way. About Bai Qi, I have Ragnar, Scipio, LC, and Philip. Okay, my idea is pair Bai Qi with Philip or Scipio Prime and pair LC with the other. Is it better to run Bai Qi, LC, and Scipio Ragnar? So I would run Bai Qi LC and Scipio Ragnar. That's what I would run. And use your Philip in some sort of other marches. Maybe with your Zugalian or Cavalry. That's I would do. And if you have Guan, you can also do this. Okay, so this is an interesting idea. If you have Guan, Guan Scipio. No. Guan Ragnar. Right? Again, yes. So we're running 3 infantry march, right? So Guan Ragnar, Scipio Philip, and then Bai Qi LC. This might be a very good option for you if you have the equipment for 3 infantry march. Otherwise, Bai Qi LC plus Ragnar Scipio or Scipio Ragnar. What kingdom are you in? I'm in 3251. I'm in 3251. Chaos return good or no? Chaos return, you can use it. It is among the equipment that I'm suggesting. For example, here, Chaos return can be utilized, but Chaos return is not the best. It's not being the best, right? It's not being the absolute best optimized version, but you can still use it. All right, let me put some chill music right here. Okay. Let me read a little bit more chat. Hello, I have a question. I will go next month in K4, but have 1 March, and I want K5 2nd March first. Second March. First March will be BQ+LC. I have Arthur expertise. What should I pair Arthur with? Arthur Philip. You can pair Arthur Philip and go for a combo. Oh, Maxim already told Philip most likely the best future investment. Yep. I think that with rage, recovery speed, inscription on instrument, Luce, you won't need horn. Nah, man. I would still choose horn. Horn is just too good. I mean, I kind of understand your argument here. I mean, Luce already has a rage engine, and then if you have a demolisher, yes, it's gonna generate another 100 rage, right? But I am still gonna add horn on top of it. There's many reasons. For example, not everyone has demolisher, so that's that. And again, this 20% rage gain bonus speed for 1 second, it's not gonna trigger too much. We're just gonna have to see a real report and see how much this is actually triggering on open field. It's really hard to calculate this Malice stacks, right? Just because on open field you are like going back and forth, you are going out of combat, in combat, losing rage, I mean potentially losing this Malice stacks. It's like a lot of that inconsistent stuff happening depending on the player playstyle. So for me, it's kind of hard to simulate this 20% rage bonus recovery. But on open field, this might not do that much. Is it going to be useful? It's going to be most useful for Wallace Bai Qi, because if you see here, if it triggers 2 times at least, it is enough to shave off 1 second from the skill cycle, making it from 9 seconds to 8 seconds. However, on Bai Qi LC case, it's not being enough. The 20% is like, for example, if it triggers here, it's 22. And because it has 1 second cooldown, I think it has a maximum it can trigger every other seconds. Here we're gonna be hitting 154, it's 32, and then 32 again. Yes, so even if it's being triggered every other second, it's not being enough to go to 6 seconds. But this might be a little bit different with Demolisher as well. For now, I just don't think the 3rd skill and 4th skill are gonna be too useful on open field. Are they gonna be strong when dueling? Yes, absolutely. Bai Qi Luce is gonna destroy, especially Bai Qi Luce actually. Bai Qi Luce is gonna destroy everybody when they're dueling. Sunset Canyon also, yes. When Bai Qi's expertise, right? On open field, 5511. That's my belief. Belief right now. Rare inscription also gives rage. That is true. However, I had an impression of the rage, this raider. This is not good on open field, because you have like 10 seconds of trigger chance, and then it has 3 seconds cool. I mean, the duration windows is 3 seconds of cooldown. So on open field, it seems like a nice option, but on open field, because you are going back and forth, you are only gonna utilize half of this, right? Let's say it triggers 1 turn, and then you just end up going back. So you're just gonna losing this entire 3-second buff. So this is the problem with having this type of buffs on open field. Because you are going back and forth, there's like many erratic movements. There's a high chance that you are gonna be losing this 3 seconds window. Same goes with the ring, right? The reason why I'm telling that, yo, horn and drums build, right? Horn and drums build is better than horn and ring build, because ring also has that 2 seconds of buff window. And if you just miss this window, then the ring is like basically useless on open field, right? So which is why on average we have already calculated that the ring is actually performing worse than Greatest Glory on open field on average. Again, at the end of the day it's RNG, but in the long run on average ring was slightly worse than Greatest Glory. But we have to remember that if ring procs during your skill cycle, your skill is gonna hit like a truck. But the chances of that happening is it's not always gonna happen. And horn with Greatest Glory build is good for BQ+LC, yes. So horn plus Greatest Glory is very good build. Or if you are going for horn plus drums build, that's also a viable option as well. Do you think 5511 Bai Qi would be better than the 5551 Scipio? Let's see. So we have this much damage, 40% attack, and 20% HP. 60% stat. Additional damage factor. Eight seconds of cooldown. For 3 seconds, so that's 1500 damage factor. Let's calculate this up. Probably Bai Qi is better, okay? But let's just calculate the damage factors. So Scipio 2000, Bai Qi 2400, 0.7 plus 3. Let's say this is hitting 5 targets. 6000. Scipio is doing 1500 additional damage factor. We add this up. This much. Eight seconds of cooldown. Is that gonna be enough to trigger every turn on open field? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. %, 20%, normal damage bonus, but we have minus 30%. On open field, I think they might be close, but because of Bai Qi's Smite talent tree and pincer formation, you know, pincer formation plus Smite talent tree, BQ+LC is just gonna be a little bit better. 551 Bai Qi and 5551 Scipio. That's what I think. This is just a simple damage factor comparison. $5,551 Philip good, or do you need to expertise him? Philip is one of those commanders that you need to expertise him, but 5551 Philip's still gonna work. But he needs to get expertise, just like LC. With Pincer, there could be an advantage to running 2 primary smite commanders due to rage manipulation. Yes, Keith. I absolutely agree on that. In the beginning of the stream, we just talked about the potential meta shift to that direction, right? We are putting commanders that is reducing rage. William Wallace primary, Bai Qi primary, Arthur primary, and all of these commanders are reducing rage, and Belisarius prime as well. So potentially in the future, people might stack rage reducing commanders on open field, and that could be new meta. And because of that, William Wallace, after all, he's not gonna benched for a long time, just because of that potential meta change. We discussed that in the beginning of the stream. So I thought William Wallace might get benched early, but because there could be that type of rage manipulation or rage reduction meta, William Wallace, after all, could be here for a while. But we'll see, man. We'll see where it goes. Personally, I'm actually preparing my account for that. So if I have a chance, I would actually go for that build. But I don't have William Wallace myself. However, I am gonna make Bai Qi 5511 and already make my Bai Qi available to reduce rage. And I also already have Expertise Arthur. I just do not have a commander to put behind Expertise Arthur because I do not have Philip. However, I can wait for the next Cavalry Commander release where they are gonna give us another AoE combo damage commander cavalry, right? And that is going to happen. When is that? Beginning of the next year, yes. So we have like 8 months of time. 8 or 9 months. How many drums, horns, and rings for 5 marches? For 5 marches, you need 5 horn and at least 4 drums. 5 horn and at least 4 drums. Or you can use 5 horn, 5 drums, and that's gonna be the best option. Or you can use 5 horn, 4 drums, 1 ring. That's also a viable option. Or 5 horn and 5 rings for 5 marches. So there's no option for you to use 1 or 2 or 3 drums, because using 1, 2, 3 drums is not gonna be that much effective. You have to have, all of your marches have to have drums on all of them, or -1, right? If you have 5 march, 4 of them minimum, 4 of them has to have drums for it to be effectively reducing 1 second from from your skill cycle. I actually also done a video on drums mathematics, the secrets of drums. If you haven't checked that video out, you can check it out later, man. Minimum 3? No, on 5 marches you need minimum 4 drums. 3 is not gonna be enough. If you don't have Will and Wallace and you can swap, don't go for it. Some people did that mistake. Yeah, so for swapping, the primary target is gonna be Liu Che and I think Arthur or Philip. Liu Che, Arthur, Philip, these three commanders are primary candidate for swapping. Bai Qi is not gonna be primary candidate for swapping. Will and Wallace is not gonna be primary candidate swapping. And same goes with Scipio or Ragnar. So you gotta have LC, Philip, or Arthur. Those three commanders are very future-proof. Will and Wallace is still the excellent commander, and some of the best reports I see have Will and Wallace, man. Yes, Will and Wallace wrecks. And again, I thought that Will and Wallace might get benched, but again, because of the, you know, rage reduction, like rage manipulation, potential meta change on open field, thanks to the Smite talent tree. After all, Will and Wallace might not get benched anytime soon. That's what I think. So when I was doing the Scipio video, I was wrong, right? Imagine, guys, imagine you running like 3 Smite talent tree commander as a primary. So 3 of your March is Smite talent tree commander, right? Just like Bai Qi. So we already have 2 commanders. Bai Qi, Smite talent tree, Will and Wallace Smite talent tree. And the Smite talent tree is reducing your rage. And if we add another Smite talent tree commander, right? 3 Smite talent tree commander. Now you have 3 commanders that are reducing your rage on open field. And then you have additional Arthur primary for combo. Arthur is also not gonna go away anytime soon. He's still gonna be here for a long time. Arthur is very versatile commander as well and very powerful. So like total 4 commanders running around on the open field, like targeting someone, and that guy is just not gonna cast this skill at all. How dangerous is that? I don't want to be that target, right? And again, just like I mentioned, in a PvP situation, right? Player versus player situation, usually doing some sort of crowd control is the best way to fight. Instead of trying to like do all damage, right? Damn, I have to dismantle the ring. No, man, don't dismantle the ring. How many rings you have? Is the next infantry garrison good or not? Zakaria, I actually haven't done the mathematics on the garrison side. We are primarily focusing on the open field because I'm an open field player. But I can give you a really good suggestion. Go watch Chatsky's video. He did some simulation in the latest video. And he said the new commander was a bust. It was really good. So I highly recommend you to watch that video. And today here we are talking about the open field. I did not do the calculation on the garrison side. Pingu, what's up, man? Hey, Bilict, what do you think is the best way to fix my infantry set? It's 6 set piece with 2 crit weapon, crit chest, pants, and boots. Non-crit clothes and helmet. Pingu, just hold on to your equipment. So this is the equipment that you're talking about, right? Let me go here by Qi. It's there you go. You could do something like this. Change the pants and boots with leadership, right? But you're using this, right? Or you could do something like this. change the helmet and weapon with the KK. But however, before you do this, I recommend you not to do any changes. And let's wait for the new crystal tech. I really want to see what is the new crystal tech is gonna look like. Is it gonna give us much more tanky stats and less attack stats, right? In that case, like I mentioned also in the beginning of the stream, that there might be a slight potential that it might impact on the equipment meta. So the idea is like some equipment like something like this, right? The attack stat equipment might become viable, but this I might be wrong. So we just gotta wait and redo the calculation. For 3 March, 3 horn and 3 rings are the best. Yes, 3 horn, 3 rings. Viable option. Or 3 horns, 3 drums is best. My recommendation is 3 horn, 3 drums. That is my recommendation. I'm kind of like a fan of rage generation on open field. It's my personal preference. I really recommend people to build horn and drums combo. But if you already have like horn and ring, no need to dismantle the ring. Horn and ring is still good, but if you're just starting to build your accessory, I highly recommend horn and drums all the way on all of your marches. Okay, so for open field suggestion, if I want to go top 3 March, what would they be? It's definitely gonna be Bai Qi LC and Arthur Philip. 3rd March, you can do Ragnar Scipio. But Ragnar Scipio is a decent 3rd March, but we have to wait on Archer as well, because we are expecting Archers in like 3 or 4 months, right? Maybe the new Archer commander is gonna be like a beast. But definitely Bai Qi LC and Arthur Philip is in the mix. You know, they could actually increase base stats with the crystal tech and redo instead of percentage. Adapt it, but would change drastically. Yes. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now. And when the new crystal tech comes in, when the details are revealed, I already done, you know, best equipment mathematically video, right? And I'm gonna go over the video and consider the crystal tags and see if it's gonna be changing the equipment meta. So stay tuned, everybody. I believe I am late. I just made the ring last night and it crit. Oh, congratulations, man. Manuel. Oh no, ring is not I'm not saying ring is bad, man. Ring is actually good. It's very versatile. It can be used on everything. Ring is versatile, more versatile than drums, okay? You can use your ring on your siege marches, on your CT defense, or you can put your ring on any of your open field marches. Drums is mostly only specifically for open field optimization. You're not gonna use drums on Garrison, you're not gonna use drums on Rally, and I think drums is gonna perform a little bit worse in like Sunset Canyon situation compared to ring. What's up, my goat? What's up, man? Like, what do you think about the armament I sent on in the kitchen chat? Should I convert it to pincer? 10 transmute left. Okay, let me check. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to get added to the kitchen chat, let me putting my ID. Add me for kitchen chat. You can add me in game and I will add you to the kitchen chat, which we cook a lot of stuff here. And also do not forget to join my Discord. Discord link is in the description down below. And that is also called the kitchen. We cook some stuff, man. I got the hat. All right, what do we have? So you are trying to convert this into pincer. 1.5% more normal damage, 3.5% HP, and this is... Let's see, how can that gonna convert? So it's instead of intrepid, here we have thundering, 10% boost. Normal damage. We have the same, right? How much does it cost to convert this? 2 inscription, how much does it cost? Is it like 3 conversion stone or something? Hey, a lot of guys coming in. Give me a second, I will add you guys one by one. Welcome everybody to the one and only kitchen, where we cook a lot of stuff and we cook it good. Whether if it's mathematical and scientific side, or even it's player skill. Only few people know, but I am actually also very, very high skill cap player. I'm not lying, man. I'm not lying. Kitchen chat, okay. Yo, you gotta accept my friend request, man. There you go. Add you. Did you guys watch my advanced open field guide, where I'm showing you guys how you can micromanage your open field marches? I also cooked there. Man, I can't wait to go into KOK, man, and show you guys my open field skills. Okay, we have 3 more people. I gotta do this one by one, guys. Otherwise, I might miss a person. There we go. Add to the kitchen chat. Yep. Copy the name. Jaco. Copy the name. Sasquatch, last person. Alright, welcome everybody. Welcome to the kitchen, man. Welcome to the one and only kitchen. Three stones, okay. Yo, Cortex! Welcome back, joining back to the kitchen crew. Welcome back, my man. Thank you so much for the support. Admin Sensei. Alright. I got battle ready for my last 6 speed. It looks like Lilith hates me. Thanks for adding. It is an honor to see my profile on the stream. Not a problem, man. And you're gassing me up. Yo, accept the friend request, Ace. Oh, bro, Cortex is coming up with 5 gifties. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. And welcome, everybody. Type in W Cortex in the chat. Oh, thanks, Yasin. Thanks for the help, man. I'm sure you guys know, but if you guys do not know Cortex, here's gonna be the link to the channel. I think I should have the command, right? Okay, a lot of people are coming into the kitchen. Again, welcome you guys. Let me check out the Nightbot. Nightbot fans. I'll add you as a friend to get added, but don't check out my account. I'm in a witness relocation and need to stay hidden. Bro, I have to... Okay, so, alright, so I'll do this way. So, him. Okay, Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see. You're safe. All right, everybody. I think so. Our commander pair mathematics. We have calculated the rage engine simulation with the William Wallace Bai Qi and Bai Qi plus Liu Qi. And we also have calculated the equipment for both commanders, and we know the answers now. So I'm gonna be making a video on these results, and we'll be posting the final result very soon. My account is so bad. Guys, no need to worry about your accounts, man. It can be fixed. Or you're like, as the time goes, it'll become good. You just gotta do the correct investment. So Billicht is 1.5% bonus to normal damage and 3.5% HP better than 4% boost to smite damage for BQ+LC. I'm thinking, give me a second. Where's my calculation? Very specific question. HP, okay, so 3.5. Oh no, what am I doing? %60%. .1 1.5% bonus. I think, Yasing, I think they are about the same. There's not like huge amount of difference. 1.5% bonus. Just because you already have 40% boost in the KK, so it's like, it's about the same. Boost should be better for 10 target AoE. Ah, that's actually a good point. Yes. If you think about that way, yeah, maybe if the 4% boost is slightly better, just because the calculation that I just made was like 1 versus 1 situation. I did not consider the AoE. So 4% boost is just slightly better. But again, it's 3.5% HP. No, yeah, I think it's about the same, man. I think it's about the same. So there's like not much of a huge difference. If it was like 10% boost, yes, it's of course 10% boost, but if it's 4% boost, it's about the same. They both have a normal damage increase, right? Yes. It should be better since BQ+LC doesn't have a lot of smite. Doesn't have a lot of smite to boost. I mean, here we are talking about only 4% boost. And 4% boost is actually very less effective in KK because you already have 40% KK boost, which is gonna have diminishing return effect, right? Which is why I'm saying it is about the same in KKs. But if it was like 10% boost, then 10% boost is obviously gonna be better. But 4% boost versus 3.5% HP and 1.5% normal is like almost the same. There's like, I mean, if we do like exact calculation, I'm sure we could come out with the number, but the number is gonna look something like 0.1% or 0.2% or something like around this range. Very, very minuscule difference. I believe I would like your opinion on my current marches and what to do next. I'm running Ragnar Scipio and William Wallace Liu Che and Ho Arthur. What should I do with Bai Qi? Do you have equipment for Fort March on open field? If you have equipment for Fort March, we could come up with 4 March options. But on 3 March, like it's a little bit tricky to say. 3 March scenario, like you could use Scipio LC and then Bai Qi William Wallace. That could be option, but are we really gonna like just bench Ragnar with Bai Qi just to try and use Bai Qi? Not currently, relatively new account. If all the other commanders are expertise, I'm sure you can just I mean, you unlock Bai Qi, but you don't really need to invest too much. However, I do think that Bai Qi is gonna be here quite a long time as well, just because I mentioned in the beginning of the stream that the rage manipulation meta might be a thing in the future, right? So, which is why William Wallace, Bai Qi both might be here for a while. So what you can do is make Bai Qi 5511 very cheap, and then use Bai Qi with you have William Wallace, right? Yeah, Bai Qi with William Wallace and Scipio with Liu Che, and bench Ragnar in your 3 March situation and see how this works. And then you also use Ragnar in the first option, right? And see how things are working. If it's Bai Qi performing good, it's okay. And 5511 investment on Bai Qi is very cheap, and Bai Qi is gonna be here for a while. He's gonna be here. So in terms of long-term investment, it should be good. And then your 4th March is most likely you might need to go for another infantry march because you are investing into Bai Qi. That might be a possible option for you. Or you just don't need to invest into Bai Qi at all, in your case, right? Did you ever recalculate what set gives the best stat for archers? I did. In fact, I also added the Maya civilization as well, but I just haven't made a video about this. But just, you know, long story short, anything with the combination of leadership pants and boots or leadership pants and gloves, right? Leadership pants and gloves. And the rest can be like set or KQ. Anything, you just gotta have leadership pants. And you can either make the boots or the gloves, or can make the both. And the rest can be anything. And that's good on Archer. To be honest, bro, I got the William Wallace LC, Ho Arthur, Nevsky, Joan, and I'm benching my William Wallace for Bai Qi. Then unbench William Wallace later on once maybe the next infantry come out or I can get Philip. That's a very good idea, Nico. That's a very good idea. That plan, you have my upvote. I think that's good plan. What I like about you is that you are humble, unlike other streamers. You answer all followers' questions with patience. Your streams always teach me something. Full support. Yo, thank you so much, Emre, and I'm glad that you are enjoying. He could do Ragnar LC. Yeah, Ragnar LC also a potential. In fact, Ragnar is gonna reduce a lot of skill damage reduction on the field. So they're gonna be really tanky. But, you know, the thing with Scipio LC is that Scipio has that instant proc damage, right? So LC is gonna have a full advantage of that instant proc damage. Which is why I kind of prefer LC Alex over Ragnar LC. Just because of the instant proc damage. But does Ragnar LC work? Yes, they do work. Oh. Okay, let me put this back. Man, this looks weird. The markers are above the pictures. There you go. Do you think primed or uplifting inscription will be better for instrument slot for Bai Qi LC? Let's see, man. Primed is 5% bonus march speed when it has over 50% unit remaining. Oh, okay. Man, I never seen this before. We have these. For some reason, I've never considered like this primed. Primed versus uplifting. So here's the thing. So the primed uplifting, in my opinion, it is going to depend on your equipment choices. So if you have the 4-set bonus, like the 10% march speed, I think I'm gonna go with uplifting. But if I'm running the other set, which is the leadership pants and boots, right? Oops, my screen is in the wrong. If I'm running this leadership pants and boots, I might choose the uplifting for that extra march speed. But which one do I prefer? I actually would prefer the 4-set march speed, and I would prefer uplifting. Bro, can you review account and give recommendation? Guys, so I haven't made this public. I'm working on this. But if you guys are interested in account coaching, okay, I haven't made this public, but I'm thinking of making this public. So the thing that you are seeing right now, I am working on this specific sheet. And I am thinking about introducing or launching account coaching service, very like a professional, like official account coaching service, right? If you're interested in, you can become one of the first few members for the account coaching. So what I'm offering here is we're gonna take a look into your account, and I'm gonna make 1 year account roadmap on your account specifically. And this roadmap is gonna come out depending on the, all the data we have, all the mathematics we have. So each roadmap is gonna be tailored specific for that person who are getting this account coaching, right? So 1 year roadmap, and within 1 year we are gonna expect every meta changes, every commander, every equipment, and see what is the best to improve your account and make it more efficient. And this sheet right here, it's actually one whole piece. So we have information here, context here. So I'm gonna be doing some interview, like how much you're spending, what is your goal, and everything. And then looking at your commanders, equipments, and armaments, we're gonna come up with the plans. What commanders you are gonna be investing in the next 1 year, what equipments you're gonna be crafting, what armaments you're gonna be using, and also what would be your kill points and dead goals to reach that, and farm accounts, right? And not only this kind of like in-depth analysis on the data and mathematical side on your account specifically, but I'm also attaching useful tools here in this sheet. So as you guys know, my workspace is currently private, so it is not really designed for public, but I am attaching few sheets in this like a roadmap. So here you are gonna have access to the best equipment mathematical calculation. It's gonna be infantry, archer, and cavalry, and also you are gonna have the awaken versus special talent calculation. So here it's gonna have, like, if you are using infantry, which one of your equipment you are gonna be awakening or special talenting first. If you are going for archer, which one is awaken or special talent, cavalry, as well as this. So I'm still attaching useful tools. That the information is not like, how to say, I'm still working on this like sheet, and this sheet is basically gonna be your handy book. Okay, so I'm gonna provide this whole information, everything, roadmap, analysis, everything in one go. And I'm also gonna be giving you support via Discord. And this is the account coaching service that I'm launching very soon this week. And if you guys are interested in order to get this service, you have to become my YouTube member. And that is the second tier of the YouTube member, which is called Chef's Table. And it's $50 a month, but you can like become a member once and get all these analyzers, and if you want, you can, you know, cancel your membership anytime. And the reason why I'm doing it with YouTube membership is that there's no other options for payment in my country. PayPal doesn't work for me, so YouTube membership is only official way for me to, you know, provide this service. And yes, YouTube does take a chunk of it, and also I also pay a lot of tax on it, but whatever, man. It's the only official way. So if you guys are interested in this account coaching, you can join the member Chef's Table and then join my Discord channel. Have your Discord connected to your YouTube so that you're going to be automatically getting a special role, and we can start working on your account specifically. And you guys can expect this like professional account coaching service announcement very soon. I'm just, you know, collecting if I need to add any more, if there's just any more, like double or triple checking this section, right? So yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing. All right. I think we've been streaming for like almost 3 hours. I think we can end the stream really soon. Let's see who else is streaming. Not a lot of people streaming. Bottom Possible streaming. We can rate Bottom Possible. Do you guys have any questions? Where are you from, bro? If it isn't, I'm from Mongolia. So in Mongolia, the payment is messed up. The PayPal, I can send money to someone else with PayPal, but I cannot receive via PayPal. But I can receive, you know, receive from YouTube, but also I cannot gift or join membership on YouTube. It's really messed up. It's crooked. The payment is actually crooked. But it's okay, man. We do what we can do. Alright, anyways, what bread have you been cooking recently? Man, I cook, as usual, sourdough bread. Alright, everybody, I think I'm gonna be ending the stream right now. We have basically did all the calculations, so I'm gonna be making the video, and you guys can also expect this video as well. And again, this professional account coaching service, I will be launching this most likely this week. So anyone interested in, you can become one of the first members. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or in the next video. Have a great day and peace.